Do we have a camera that shows? No. Jack, the sign of our book was not there. No, this sign there was not there. Did it have some metal layer on it?
Probably did with Blue Cross.
Okay, because I assumed it was
You on this?
metal too.
Just
that.
Thanks, Dr. Bond, I forgot that.
I got it.
And I said, this will be a good
Three.
I'm going to go watch a little bit of that.
That's my list.
Make sure I say the right thing. I'll be watching like you. That's why I'm watching the race. I wouldn't have this, so they have their necks. Their necks up. I watched it, that's no. I mean, although David did that stuff for a few times. When Mom was coming down.
Okay, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Calls meeting to order Tuesday, March 23rd, 2021. Mason County Board of Education regular business meeting, agenda number 20-39, the Mason County Board of Education office, 6 p.m. All members are present. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance, and I'd like to ask the young writers group, if you would, y'all be come up and lead the pledge of allegiance, or you can give it wherever you want to. If you would, y'all come up here somewhere in the middle. Come on. Right here, flag right over there. There's a flag. Okay. Go ahead.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, and we'll get all your names and they'll get you a certificate too for doing it. I appreciate it, thank you. Okay, delegation, got Dr. Kim on.
Good evening, everybody. It's my pleasure to be here this evening to introduce the Mason County Young Writers winners to you this evening. So if you would, when I call your name, if you please come on up and don't run away after I give you your certificate. They'll want to get a picture with the board members, okay? So our first winner in grades 1 and 2 was Gracie Hoffman from New Haven Elementary School. Congratulations. I'll present it. That's fine. Or get it down. Got it? Awesome.
Congratulations.
Just have her go there in front of the board, in front of Mrs. Tennant would be great.
Our second winner in grades 3 and 4, also from New Haven Elementary School, is Peyton Leach.
We always have to move.
There you go.
Over here.
Okay, come over here.
Right up there.
Dr. Ross says she's ready to not stand up.
Our next winner in grades 5 and 6 Also placed second in grades 5 and 6 and at the state level is Braden Collins from Ashton Elementary.
Braden, would you go on this side, please? Thank you, sir.
Grades 7 and 8 from Point Pleasant, I believe, is Bailey Snyder. Right up there, dear. Grades 9 and 10 from Hannon High School, Miranda Smith. Got it? Awesome. And finally, grades 11 and 12, also from Point Pleasant High School, Billy Stover. Don't believe Billy is here this evening. So anyway, congratulations to all of you guys. I read all your stories along with Miss Burris and a couple other people here in the office. They were all very, very good. Congratulations to you.
The board members in the back, you want to come up closer and then stand up, please? I think we'll get a little bit better picture.
Yep.
I used to work with kids on these essays, and it's not easy to win. The competition's pretty tough. Every now and then, not every year.
Everybody looking this way, smiling behind the mask.
Small with your eyes. Great to be.
Let me get one more. Try to get it a little closer.
Well, did you not? They, it just came out yesterday.
Okay, well, good, thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Superintendent's recommendation, recommend the board approve the regular business meeting agenda number 20-39 of the Mason County Board of Education, March 23rd, 2021, at the Mason County Board of Education office, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, for the purpose of conducting regular business. Move Ms. Cutter.
Second. Doesn't matter.
Second, Mr. Tennant. Discussion, we will be polling 1201. We got an addendum first. We got to add 905.
Yeah.
We got an item there, accept the resignation of, well, it's 905. Then 1201. 1001, yeah. 1001, 1201, 1203, 1204, 1301, 1302, 1303 for some of them just for a little short explanation update. Things like that, okay? Mr. Billings?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Gill?
Nothing.
Ms. Tucker? No. Ms. Dawson?
I don't think we need to pull it, but that 1202 has May listed. That was actually today.
Oh, yep, March.
We need it. Okay, we will be voting on everything except 1001, 1201, 1203, 1204, 1301, 1302, 1303. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes 5-0. 905. We need to add, accept the resignation of Stephen Martin as assistant varsity baseball, Point Pleasant Junior Senior High School, effective March 23rd, 2021. Motion. Mrs. Buncutter.
Second.
Second, Mrs. Carlson. Discussion. I know we're adding this, reason why.
But the,
Well, I guess it's not,
half the day, we're in baseball season now,
right,
and, the quicker that the board acts, the quicker we can get it reposted and get the person in.
means, what's the reason in the middle of the season?
Well, the biggest problem is where he works and getting here. It's the biggest problem,
Okay.
okay? And it's just a time constraint on him from his job and past, I guess he's done to make it this year, has not.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, motion passes 5-0. 10:01, recommend the board review the monthly financial statements for February 2021. Motion, Ms. Coulson. Second, Mrs. Tibbet. Discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, motion passes 5-0.
There's the similar report, typically the second meeting each month of the month prior. I put a couple of notes on the front of it, just maybe turn over to page 4. And the items listed in green on page 4 are a positive thing, even though they look negative. What it's just showing is we have spent fewer dollars on professional substitutes, service substitutes this year through February as opposed to last year through February. And because we've paid total fewer salaries this year, we have also paid out less Social Security. So that's that other green box. And on page 5, it's an expense higher than a year ago this time, but if you look at it, it's technology supplies. I mean, technology, everything. We've been buying nearly all we can get our hands on, and this is just out of the general fund. There's restricted funds and then some CARES Act funds that have some orders placed too, but lots of schools have used some of their excess levy money to upgrade computers, printers, different things. But anyway, that really hadn't popped out until in the month of February. We paid $158,000 for these type of items, and then it shot up into something that caught my eye. Other than that, revenues, I didn't even touch on that. Tax revenues are still on par, actually ahead of where they were a year ago. And that's really about all I have for you tonight. Any questions on that?
Any questions?
Have we had to use very much of the monies for substitutes? I know it came from CARES Act, or I'm not sure. When an employee goes on the quarantine, like the 80 hours that we have we spent very much money doing that? I know we had kind of questioned it because it could have been a big price tag, but I didn't know if.
I don't think that it's been a drastic amount, because some of the folks who needed to use that didn't really need to, because I think they were able to teach virtually from home, where we had several days of horrific weather. And I can't even remember when the mandate was to go back to in person.
January 1st.
I think, anyway, but it's not a high number for us.
Anything else? Not, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Well, special superintendent position, calendar meeting, March 25th, 2021, Mason County Board of Education, office 6 p.m. Regular business meeting, April 13th, 2021, Mason County Board of Education, office 6 p.m. Regular business meeting, April 27th, 2021, Mason County Board of Education, office 6 p.m. We need to add a meeting or two there. Motion. Ms. Carlson.
I'll second it.
Second, Ms. Tiana. Discussion. I want to turn this over to Jack right now. I do some figuring because We need to what?
We need to amend and add a special student expulsion hearing. It has to be by March 30th to give notice to parents. The earliest we can be a crunch for the 26th, but the 29th or 30th are the two best dates to be in our timelines and get letters out to parents for notification of the hearing.
Get the y'all look at that, you got a Monday or Tuesday, I know for Mr. Bill, I think he said Monday, would probably be the best would work for him.
I'm good with either.
Monday where I make Monday do it. I'm just, any hope for Monday? I think Monday, Tuesday, got only two choices now.
Could we make it at 5? Would that be?
I'll make it anytime, but that's not whatever everybody can do, or make it do for all. Big deal.
Anytime? And this is the expulsion hearing, right?
Yeah.
Yes, expulsion hearing.
It'd probably be expulsion slash,
You may have, if you want to tag some of the others down there, we have to set meetings for. You have 12:04, and we'll have to put in a meeting.
I really need that to be evening if possible. I completely forgot I was gonna be out of town that day.
I would like to see us add, I mean, we're still discussing, I'd like to see us add the expulsion and the budget meeting together.
Okay,
If they need to be done, and there's only two quick meetings, I figured, you know, I mean, and
Is the budget gonna be with me?
well, I mean, but it's, you go in all nighter. No, that's what I mean, it's not gonna be this quick, but it's gonna be.
How late does it have to be in second 5?
Well, 5 should be fine. I really can't do it during the day.
Right, I'm working anything works.
Ronnie, can we do it just maybe a touch later? I'm gonna have a babysitter. And John doesn't usually get home until like,
How much is it?
6.
5 is bad.
6 is
I
bad.
have something else to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just figure it out. Yeah. Last babysitter doing something. I'll let you know. John, yeah.
So are we gonna, what time?
Whatever y'all, it's at 5 and before, that's too early for you, I do have to push it. You don't love it.
I mean, but that's not her.
Yeah.
Ain't no right.
And this probably won't be a real long meeting, right?
Not if it's just the riff area. I mean, yeah. I riff hearing that, that's all here.
Unless you had the second meeting in there, then it's probably a little longer than easy.
I have to be somewhere else there.
It's Tuesday out.
Let's do it live.
He works Tuesday, Mr. President works Tuesday.
Unless it's like earlier.
Oh, you work Tuesday out and all.
And that's
Well,
all,
so you have to be somewhere at 6? Robin?
yeah,
Somewhere close
so
to
you're
here,
a
or
little
like,
bit of time to get there. Did you said earlier on Tuesday, you want to do earlier?
Great chance y'all can early on Tuesday.
that's fine. Let's do, how about 4:30 on Monday?
Monday.
That's what we were talking about, right? You can't do it Tuesday. 4:30
Be
PM.
earlier for Mr. Kelly, the next mayor, correct?
On
30?
Monday.
The Monday, I'm good.
On Monday.
Okay, 4:30 PM Monday.
Right, we're at 4:30 Monday on,
29th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so you have to have a motion to amend and add that one then.
most of the colors, still discussing this. So are we saying that the, budget meeting's out for that?
Oh.
Can we do it in April?
Do the same way? I mean, we can, but I would just like to see it happen to one of our agendas, but we're gonna have several. things. You know, right back when we look at the superintendent, do a recap.
We've got 3 meetings in April right now. Budget, and
They got
would
one
allow us for 2 interviews.
My help interviews.
Your meeting, do we need to have it sooner than later?
Probably 15 minutes.
That's what I say, I don't think it's very long.
Oh, okay.
So you could do it 4:30 and then add up to 5 or something like that.
Is that too soon?
That's
Would it be, you'll be okay with that?
I just thought he said it wasn't gonna be a short one, so I was.
It won't be a 2 minutes.
We'll make it
Yeah.
a two-parter.
That's what I'd like to combine, 12:04 with this meeting, maybe 4:30, I mean, this expulsion hearing, I don't think we're bringing a whole lot of. I don't know, I mean, our income.
I mean, normally they're half hour.
We're here to get started. Keep rolling it in. Okay. Okay, and you all, I mean, not this week, work it in April.
I'm just gonna have to start earlier so I don't caught that traffic again.
So what, we need to make a motion to amend?
Yeah, we're right now, amended, Monday at 4:30.
To do the expulsion hearing and the budget, special budget.
So you have a motion and second.
Got a motion by Mrs. Uncutter, expulsion hearing and special budget.
Monday at 4:30.
At 4:30. Got a motion, a second, any more discussion? Work for you.
Yeah, that's.
Okay, all in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed, motion passes 5-0. A motion to read special superintendent position calendar meeting March 25th, 2021, and a special expulsion, special statutory business meeting Monday. What is it, David? March 29th at 4:30. Mason County Board of Education office. Regular business meeting, April 13th, 2021, Mason County Board of Education office, 6 p.m. And regular business meeting, April 27th, 2021, Mason County Board of Education office, 6 p.m. All in favor of the main motion, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion passes 5-0.
Did you mention the 20th? I'm just not sure what you said.
He was reading, I think he said April 27th. He was just reading all
And you
one
didn't say the
schedule.
20th.
No, I didn't say the 20th. The 20th is.
The 20th is the second half of the statutory.
No, that's
Okay,
okay.
'cause I
That's
had-
probably why you had
Just
a
need
more
a
time.
time that, you know, gives you time, that's in 12:03.
And the 25th, this Thursday, there's just a meeting at 6, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's 2 parts to that meeting, it's the calendar meeting plus superintendent's position, so there's 2 parts to that.
And that would put me here March
6 o'clock.
right?
That's back on lunch.
And we'll make the meeting date for interviews on Thursday, right?
Yeah. You bring your plan.
Where's your plan?
That, somebody did it.
Somebody put it around.
I didn't want to, my plan. I would look at it.
One minute.
Yeah, you
Right here.
can only lead the horse to water. I tried.
1203, recommend the board, so that's what I just did too, didn't we? So we pull that down for that.
Now we have
Yeah,
done
Yeah.
that.
Right from one.
That's the 20th.
Okay. Recommend the board set a time for the special statutory business reconvene meeting on April 20th, 2021 to be held at the Mason County Board of Education office.
Motion.
Motion. Ms. Bowco, second Ms. Taylor, discussion. You made a motion. When, what time? 20th April.
That's like great. So I can do it anytime except from 11 to 12. So whatever.
What day is that?
Tuesday.
That's Tuesday.
Jared, what's your schedule?
Whatever you say. I'm good.
You can wait more.
Can we just do the morning?
Better be the morning.
Can we do it in the morning? Do like 10:30? Or no, like early?
What do you call it, man?
I mean, I was thinking like around 9, but I can.
I mean, sure, it's
I just like to
I
share.
just go to library at 11. So,
It's really,
I mean,
nice.
I'm okay with whatever.
What are y'all's time?
I can do any time. I just thought I could stop here and then go to work and
yeah.
if that works. 9, is that okay with everybody?
You make it, Rhonda?
I can do it. But I have like 4 minutes.
Motion at 9 a.m.
Okay, we got a motion to amend. All right, Agnes Carlson, and second, Ms. Bowco. Discussion, we're voting to set the meeting April 20th at 9 a.m. All in favor of the amendment, say aye. Aye, opposed, motion passed 5-0. Main motion, recommend the board set a time for the special statutory business reconvene meeting on April 20th at 9 a.m. at the Mason County Board of Education office. All in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed, motion passes 5-0. 1301, discuss property matters.
Just a quick discussion. Yeah, do you need a motion for that, or just give me a quick update on a couple things?
Give me my, I got my, motion, Mr. Miller, second, Mr. Dilly. I got it right. Discuss our matters, all in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed, motion passes 5-0.
Okay, just a few things. First off, we know there's been some problems down at, Northwest Primary School with the concession stand, where people have been breaking in and actually, excuse me, school and actually living there. I mean, there's been backpacks down there, there's been other problems. Mr. Moffitt's here. Maintenance went up one day, I think last week, am I right, Mr. Moffitt? And, they secured both.
Yes, they've taken crowbars and broke the doors in on the lock side and the hinge side. So my thinking right now is if we put the doors back up, they'll just continue to break in. So we went up and cleaned all the big stuff out there, and we'll get the rest of it out there. I ordered signs that said, school property closes after dark. So what I'd like to try to do is alleviate the problem people being there before we put the doors back on and just continue to have them destroyed. So I talked to Mrs. Walt, Dr. Sorter, anytime they find anything, to let me know, or an email, and I'll email the city and let them know they have a problem and before the problem.
So we get, the local, city police involved big time, and they're supposed to patrol, more often, and, help take care of problems there, is that correct?
Yeah, well, I just know this from when we had problems with the board office. If you don't post it, or if you don't post it, or you don't give the people a warning, they really won't do anything to them. So once we get the signs up, and we'll finish, we got all the big stuff out there. Once I get the signs up, we'll finish just cleaning it up, and the doors and frames with the road, so we get rid of that. We'll finish cleaning it up, and then from there, when people are there for $51, something can be done, we can just post it.
Press charges. Okay.
The stuff that was stacked outside of it today, is that the stuff you guys cleaned out?
Can you?
I drove that way because I was dropping right out of
Everything big, like all those doors, the door frames, there was a lot of big stuff on the inside.
But you removed it? Because it looked like there were items, there was stuffs, or like stacked outside of it.
Dude, when you say items, like I was over there,
I don't know, it looked, again, I wasn't assuming about it.
sleeping bags and 5-gallon buckets and metal pipes.
I'm not sure what this was, I just noticed, I thought, like, there's
I
stuff
was actually gonna
stacked
call,
outside of here.
call Sutton this week, and have them start cleaning it.
Yeah.
We're talking rain, and I really don't know what stuff, nothing to do.
I just didn't know if that was
Yeah,
like,
so the weather should be good next week, so if it is, we'll call Friday, we'll get stuff in, and have to start cleaning up. And the dugouts, I'm not exactly, I said there's 200 ketchup packets and.
oh, I believe it. I just didn't know if that was what you guys took out, or if somebody was starting to.
Started bringing stuff in,
Yeah.
so we'll move right in.
We took everything that required back. So the subs can come in, they can use whatever.
Yeah.
I got everything big.
Nice.
What are we considering after hours?
Yeah, we are.
After hours, so they still practice ball, somebody show you ball field or anything else, whatever.
The signs will actually say, I'm pretty sure, it's all straight through for I think the signs actually say, school facilities closed.
That's.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is,
Yeah,
we put doors up,
about it, yeah.
we put doors up right now, I mean, you can see they put the crowbars on the inside, for the hinges off the frame. So we put them up, we'll destroy them again until.
Yeah.
Okay. Second item is a room here at this office. We have all the specs pretty much now from McKinley, our architect firm. There will be a pre-bid meeting here on March 31st. And then the roofing contractors will have a chance to submit bids, and they're supposed to open, I didn't write this date down, like April 9th. Thing, we'll get to the class.
Mr. Hendricks is shaking his head.
Yeah, I'm right, April, I didn't write the date down, sometimes numbers there. So April 9th, so we are moving on this now, and, I asked just for, not holding the architect to the stretch of imagination, what kind of figure are we possibly dealing with, and, somewhere around possibly 300,000 to 400,000. That's doing both sides, okay? Now, they're supposed to bid one side and then the whole package was cut back. We do have a little bit of check from the insurance that will cover third of it, something like that. I think where we're at right now, but let's see what the bids come back and we'll go from there. So, that's all I have with 1301.
1302, recommend the board discuss and take possible action on the 2020-21 school year reentry plan. Mr. Billings, who jumped in there? Just okay. Discussion. I'll let somebody take over here about it.
Back to me?
Yeah.
Okay. That's maybe a month ago, about the possibility for students and extracurricular activities if they could go quote unquote some type of a bubble where they could possibly go to virtual school maybe up to 10 days before an event. It could be a regional tournament, sectional tournament, state tournament, any type of special concerts, performances, bands, that type of thing. And our principal also called, I've had some parents ask some questions about it. And as a coach, I'm gonna tell you, I'll probably ask my administrator, would that be possible? Especially when we're trying to protect some kids for certain things. And, but as an administrator, just thinking about it, it has to be for all students that's involved in all those things. And it could be tons and tons of kids. Several kids could request that. A lot of kids moving in, moving out. If I was a teacher still, I mean, I was always sports oriented, extracurricular activities oriented, and I would be willing to help out any kid along those lines. So kicking it around as the administrator, no, not really a good idea. We've had some discussions back and forth a little bit about it, just thinking about what's going on, what we need to do. I sent a message today to our state superintendent. Maybe there's other people doing the same type of thing. Everyone's doing it out there. It's okay. It's good to go. And I got an email back from him that you guys have had a chance to see that said, I don't think it's possible. They really think it's illegal to put kids out for a short amount of time and then bring them back after their competition or concert or performance or that type of thing. And actually, Governor Hutchins agreed with that. He's one of the state attorneys. So some possibilities here to try to protect some kids if they want to do something along these lines. And this is, I mean, it really it's changing the reentry plan. And in my mind, and at that point, it really takes board action to change that reentry plan. So the new 9 weeks begins next Monday. It's the 29th. We have closed the window to move to virtual school. I've talked to Dr. Bond and has agreed that if the board will be willing to open that up through this Friday. And for students that would want to move to virtual, that we will allow that. And then the thing is, it has to stay virtual for the whole 9 weeks. Okay, just a quick in, quick out is what Superintendent Burr said you can't do. Matter of fact, between meetings, he called me. And he basically said the same identical thing there. He said, but here's what you can do. If you don't offer this virtual, to protect their students in the class with contact tracing, that type of thing, make sure the students are aware, the teachers, the principals, when you come from a bubble school. You know, he basically said, you know, the best place for students is still in the classroom. But if they're in that bubble where they're 6 foot or more apart, and if there is a positive in the classroom, then they wouldn't be quarantined. And so that makes sense. So if the board, if you want to extend that window and allow students to enroll in virtual school for the 4 to 9 weeks, we're willing to do that. That's what we need to do. We'll get the information out as quick as we can to let students know that parents don't want that choice. All right, thinking about what's going on. And again, it has to be for all sports, winter and spring. It has to be for any type of band competition, concert, anything along those lines. It has to be offered for all. So that's where we are. So just leave it to the board of what direction you want to go.
So would the extension be just for kids that are in extracurriculars, or it's across the board for everybody?
It probably should be for all.
That's what I was.
So, it has to be for all kids.
It has to be for all of them. And it would essentially be, according to our state superintendent, essentially be, against state policy to just offer it to some and not offer.
Right, I just want to make sure.
Kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with extending that.
It's Friday enough time.
This way you're not,
Well, it's-
you're not messing with your policy. This way you're not messing with your policy that you said earlier. The only thing that we're doing is extending the window to be able to
Right.
register for them.
Would that extension be long enough for,
Well,
yeah, I mean, for people to even think about spring sports, I'm not sure we want to affect spring sports. A whole lot of those, the championships and all that is college.
some of them are in the early part of June, to mid-June to late June.
Oh, so that's after we're out.
Yeah, well, I actually have those dates if you want to know.
On the other hand, if the possibility exists, you offer it for some, you better offer it for all.
Yeah.
If you want the dates real quick, I can give it to you.
I know,
You know, if you want the time, you don't.
You were just making sure that was the new deadline for it was.
Yeah, I mean, there's,
For the spring, what you're saying is it really won't affect.
yeah, really, I mean, it's
Regional,
really great
regional,
to do the spring sports, but most of it is,
Are
the seniors is going for the, usually for the championship now, and, baseball, softball, they're gonna up in, what's track? Track.
The regional is, the regional's June 2nd, and the state meet is, June 10th to the 12th.
Yeah, we're out of school.
So how does everybody else feel about extending it?
I'm with me.
Let's give them the opportunity.
You talked about the kids that may not elect to go virtual. Can we communicate that pretty well with the teachers, just,
Yes, make sure the seating chart, that 6 foot spacing is there or more. So if someone is quarantined, someone is positive or outside that window, the box, that, they're in their own bubble in their classrooms.
We're supposed to be in there.
well, I've heard that it's,
A little tighter, some
well,
classrooms.
it's getting ready to change different
I'd
weeks
say
too. It's
I
coming,
mean, CDC doesn't account for it.
Yeah, the entry chart's not done that yet.
I was on the phone with somebody between meetings too, that said it's coming. But, I mean, I don't want to sound like I'm putting sports in front of academics or anything like that, because I've always been an academics minded, that comes first. But some of our kids are, they've got a chance to get scholarships, and I don't want to hinder that either.
As a coach, that's why I've been asking the question, can we do this?
And on the same note, I don't think it should be the pressure to go virtual.
That'd be their call.
Yeah, because if we say you can go virtual, even if you did it for one thing, I don't mean they're all, their parents, some of them agree, you know what I mean? I mean, that's what they do, because if you're the kid that don't go virtual, the rest of the team probably will have it.
Well, and it's for the rest of the year and stuff.
Rest of life could be, if you want to say, if you want to go virtual, you know.
Let me-
Need more action for that,
Can I ask
or
a
just if we
question
spend
now?
ourselves, internally with us.
If we have, if we're letting them do that, your policy said before in your reentry plan said you could do it once. If they have already gone from virtual at the beginning of the year and switched to in-person, your policy then says, they shouldn't be allowed to switch back.
I thought we changed that. I thought we changed it this semester, that they could do it at every 9 weeks.
I thought so too.
No, we went on.
I thought they
You
had.
just go ahead and make it your tonight, if that's what you want to do, allow them
If that's
to
what you
change
want to
it now.
And
So
that's
the
fine.
policy is
Make-
still
make
the
it-
way we
yeah.
just changed it? I thought we did. I thought we changed it, so that the end of the time.
I thought we took out like one
And,
time.
One time it.
from there,
They can decide.
Yeah.
One time in the 9 weeks, my apologies, shouldn't have spoken.
That's the way it was originally.
Yeah, it
was.
Say, yeah, we changed it, we put on case and catchphrases.
I think we did, because I remember discussing like some parents that they started in person and went virtual because they got scared, but it wasn't working. We wanted them to be able to switch back.
in person.
Okay.
So do we have to make a motion and text them and stuff?
I'll make a
Something we
motion.
just discussed.
I'll make a motion that we allow our students to go virtual by Friday, what's the day?
Was that the 26th?
Place it.
That just extends it, how long?
Because the deadline was what, yesterday?
It was last Friday.
Last Friday.
Friday.
Last Friday was the deadline, yeah.
And real quick before we move on the bubble thing, that come from the state superintendent, correct?
Yes, it did. Purdue.
I'm gonna see you verify that.
And just verify this too, the virtual is that, we say all students, y'all got it all,
Everybody's.
everybody.
Yeah, it says for all.
I'll make a motion, we go, that we allow this opportunity to go virtual until this Friday.
A second.
So like I said, I'm still the date.
All we're doing is extending the deadline.
It's in the deadline, so you give them a chance to get virtual.
What?
Friday.
26.
26, right?
Just allergy.
Is second.
A second.
Second was Carlson.
Yeah.
Straight sneeze.
Any more discussion? I mean, discussion, what we're doing, we're giving an opportunity if they, this Friday and after that, I mean, we already up here.
That's the deadline.
All in favor of extending the deadline till March 26th for virtual school, say aye. Aye, opposed. Motion passes 5-0. 1303, recommend the board discuss and take possible action on Macon County Health Department rules and regulations for 2021 spring proms.
Motion.
Ms. Colvin,
Second.
Ms. Tillett. Discussion. They follow the guidelines. I mean, after the conversation, that's what the workshop was today. I mean, pretty much what we advised to do, follow the guidelines.
Well, and he wants the schools to submit their plan, right?
Yeah.
For the
Well, yeah,
lookout.
schools just get a plan where they're going to, but we're just following guidelines. If it's all the way open, it could be all the way open, that could change that, but if it's not open, that's one thing that's going to change.
When we discussed that today, and they said that possibly the promise could be the inside here with the table separated, but did I understand that they said the dance floor would be
Outside, yeah. Good.
Okay.
Out here, out front here. And that's one thing that Dr. Lonnie liked is the fact that, you're being flexible, you're using a larger area. They can have the dance floor out there out front, here.
That is right here, that's where they play it, you see their play.
Yeah, and that's possible. Cool.
Now, is there a copy pad
No,
out here?
there's not back there, it's grassy gravel.
But that wasn't his suggestion, right? It was the school's idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just said this video, having this video, and that way he has something to look over, and he said he wasn't dancing. So, said they probably go to dance at the same party hour, so.
They can sit together, the same table. Okay.
So, Mr. Bill, you made a motion to follow, he made a motion to follow the guidelines on the prom.
I'll second that one.
I made the motion.
You made it? Okay.
I didn't have to be made a motion.
Okay,
I said follow down.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just discussion. We got a motion and a second to just follow the guidelines, health department, Dr. Lyman, you know,
And have the schools submit their plan period.
have a school plan together. Okay. All in favor, say aye. Aye, opposed, motion passes 5-0. Recommend the board adjourn regular business meeting agenda 20-39, March 23rd, 2021. Mason County Board of Education, held Mason County Board of Education, what?
Motion.
Discussion. All those.
That's the money.